Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Agents of Reflection Scar, Episode 11, The Line, Part 2. This is one of our Digimon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as on itch.io, so go take a look at it and let us know what you think. For now, though, we shall begin with introductions, beginning with the cute, absolutely precious red panda who also streams here on Twitch, Maddie Arasu.
Alright, so now that we got the slander out of the way, hi guys, I'm Arasu. I'm not cute, and I do stream on Twitch. I do all sorts of coding challenges, and also I'm a storyteller in stuff. Sorry, I thought I usually say something else here. Anyway, hi, I'm Arasu. Thank you, Zim, for having me on.
Absolutely, cutie. I am Razim, and I am playing as Kashel, the shadow metal type Kudamon. And off to David.
Hello, I am Merl, and I am playing David, the basic type Gammon, who is hurt and doesn't have a man bun, so is even more hurt. Off to the high row.
Hello, I'm Ren, playing Hyro, the Renamon, light and shadow type. And he's doing okay, surprisingly, with how my rolls usually go, though. So, yay for now. On to you, Sammy.
Hi, I'm quickly flipping through my pages because I realized I was in the wrong page for the intro, and here's my actual intro. Hi, my name is Gabby or Geb, and I'll be playing Sammy, the Wind Fire type Beomon. Off to you, Wyatt.
You had
Hello,
to have that. Hold up. You had to have that written down.
Yes. What do you think is the exact same every time? I kind of forgot.
You know, fair enough. Go ahead, Wyatt.
Hello, I am Azure, and I am playing Wyatt, the electric metal Pulsemon, who ate a landmine explosion last session, and has a man bun.
And for the recap, we'll go and turn it over to Sammy.
Session 10, The Line, Part 1. Last time, the weather took a turn for the dire. A torrential downpour began as the agents freed the man from the rail tracks. The man turned out to work at an outpost on the outer edges of the base that was the objective of the agent's mission. The agents resumed the drive up to the ridge where the outpost and base were located to learn what they could from the man. The man was on patrol with his squad when they were attacked by a cat-like creature in militant uniform that was fast as lightning. The man was the sole survivor and was nailed to the railroad tracks. A few hours later, the base was filled with carnival music, fog, and strobe lights. Sammy expertly navigated the ridge in the abysmal weather, and the agents eventually arrived at the outpost. However, the agents could see an open door and a grim amount of blood. Having transformed into their Digimon forms, the agents began investigating the outpost. Similarly to the bunker from their first mission, they found it full of blood and corpses. The agents descended to a lower level, and Wyatt, having taken the lead, carefully opened the door at the bottom of the stairs, which had set off a claymore on the other side. Having heard the telltale sounds of the explosive device, Kashel yelled out a warning moments before the explosion. Wyatt, who took the brunt of the explosion, was mostly unfazed, but some of the other agents weren't so lucky, like me. The explosion caused the lights to fail, which left the agents to continue investigating in the dark, using what flashlights and such they had brought with them. Beyond the new lacquer door was the armory, scaled and liberated of its contents. Beyond the armory was a laboratory filled with more corpses. It seems that the scientists were lined up and executed in some kind of firing line. Sammy was then led to the surprisingly intact computers in the lab and began searching them for information. Unprotected by even a password, the computer opened to data from experiments detailing the crystalline structure of a digicore, the light that pulsed within called to mind breathing, and the signs of life within. Sammy opened the compartment on the side of the machinery, only to find the shattered remnants of a digicore inside. David began retrieving the doc tags from the corpses of the soldiers and scientists and delivering them to the man they saved. This is where we left off. Also, we'll be right back. Let me take this call.
All right. We waiting for Gib Gab or?
Gabby had a call with
Go ahead,
this
don't worry.
destiny.
Okay. So yeah, the man takes the dog tags of his fallen comrades and looks rather unplussed as he opens up the breast pocket of his uniform, stuffs them in, and then turns back towards the entrance. Well, that's one hell of a show. Listen, I'm getting a little squeamish. Is it okay if I head back up?
I
Someone should go
believe
with
that
you.
would be fine, but... Jacob, could you keep an eye on him, please?
Jacob nods, standing beside the man and saying, "Sorry, you are the mission now." The man nods, "I understand," before heading back up the stairs. And you all are left in the rather dark basement of the complex, or sorry, the outpost on the outskirts of the complex.
Wyatt, shining his flashlight at the ground, looking at the bodies, is just makes me think of the first mission we did.
I wonder if they're involved somehow. This place does seem to be investigating digicores in some way.
Well, I find it kind of weird because they left their computers intact this time.
Yes.
That is true.
Yeah,
And that
So
seems to be very
probably
fishy about it.
and the execution line is also concerning, and there was nothing like that at the bunker, was there?
no. I mean, there were bodies, but none that we saw with them that were done execution style.
I wish I could remember, but honestly, I was trying to avoid look at them because they really creep me out.
Hmm.
Should we check what's on the computer right now since it's still intact?
Well, we already know that it has research on the digicores. Let's see what else is in there. Maybe there's some security recordings or something from the outpost itself.
Just any information would help us.
Mm-hmm.
If you look in the computer, is there anything else?
How confident are you, Sammy, to navigate around the file systems of this computer?
Decently confident.
Then go ahead and roll some
On a
technology.
scale of 1 to 5.
That's all, folks.
Does anyone want to assist?
This is the dankest
I'll assist.
dungeon.
Okay.
You know things take
Oh, well, in that
$5
case, I will not.
Razim coins.
How many assist points did I get from you?
2 teamwork.
Ooh.
I've got 3 technology, but I ain't letting Ren curse me tonight. And thank you for the tip,
So
Ido. So what?
Mind logic tax.
Eddie.
It is not petty. See, Ren, you wouldn't
No,
have
mine
had
were the
that
last 2
one.
dice.
You wouldn't have had that one if not for Ren. Just
Sure,
saying.
sure.
Ren dice the last 2.
But it's the fact that Rin was helping that Gabby got that one.
Oh, thank you for the reminder. We do have fan art.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, did Key do some fan art?
he did do some fan art.
Feel the backhand of justice!
So,
Not only giving yours.
you know, we got Sammy saying, I am in danger. And then Sammy saying, but so are you. As the car goes careening about.
Ow! Sammy actually drove pretty well.
For being in danger.
Like,
It wasn't until the claymore that we actually took damage.
oh, didn't I have like a bunch of additional die and rerolls as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those get refunded after the session.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Feel the backhand of justice!
We have some other fan art drawn by Ido.
Ooh.
So cute.
That's so cute!
Love it.
With the pawn.
There's one thing I'm sad. Like, you two can't see it, but like the fan arts already have me like smiling. Like, I can't not smile. This is so good.
See how appreciative Gib Gab is. See how good of a person Gib Gab is. You wouldn't want to hurt a good person, would you?
No, they totally do want to. One of them's a storyteller, one of them's Viv.
Please have mercy. At least on the rest of us.
The rest of us are just collateral damage.
Yeah, I'm in danger, and now so are you.
Very well.
Can we not be in danger?
Oh. What did Campbell mean?
Roll a dice.
Like, I just roll a d10?
Yep, if you get
These-
odd, it's a -1 to your next roll. If you get even, it's a +1.
Mhm.
Of course.
Dun 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 dun. Wow.
Viv.
No, that's fine.
Now see, Azure. That's your first mistake is trying to
Plead with Viv? No, I'm
lead
just looking.
with Viv.
I'm seeing what Viv just said of happily hurting a good person.
and trying to appeal to Viv's good nature,
No,
which we have yet to see.
If you want to appeal to Viv, you gotta be like, hey Viv, how about I grant you the restraining order against Ren? I'll grease the wheels. I'll get it done.
That's exactly, right?
So what does Sammy find on the computer?
All right. Well, you don't find much other research or data. You do find a live camera feed, several actually, from different parts of the complex. Flipping about, you can see the camera feed from within the guard post you're currently standing in, although most of them are blacked out at this point, as well as inside the main compound. The cameras inside of the main compound are a mix of confusion and horror. There are people standing about, swaying around, automatic weapons in hand, just firing live into the air or upon other people. There are cameras which are covered fully in smoke, so you cannot see what's going on in their areas. And, well, go ahead and roll insight.
Oh god, I need help. I have no insight.
I
can
cannot
do
help
team-
you.
I can do teamwork, but it's only 2 points. Do anyone have anything better?
I cannot physically help you. I have neither points in teamwork nor insight.
Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, so like Sammy's looking over the computer and then a shiny appears over there and he like leans down to grab it so someone else can look at the computer instead of him.
Is that how a shiny distraction works? I don't actually know.
You mean
I'm pretty sure that one is restricted only to another game. One sec.
Okay.
Let me double check that real fast. Yeah, it's only valid for Lost in Chaos era. At least for now.
Hey,
And
Kitsu.
hello, Kitsumamoki. Thank you for that raid. Welcome in. Hope you had a good stream.
But yes, I have a point and insight that I can give.
I'll take any help.
I can give 2 teamwork as well.
That's 7 die. So otherwise I'm rolling 4. The -1 doesn't mean I just take a -1 to the end result or -1 die.
-1 die.
So 6. That's better than I thought.
All right. In one camera, simply labeled Cam 13, you can see the silhouette of a figure passing into a well-lit doorway. This person seemingly not affected by whatever's going on here in the same way that many of the other people are.
A miss. Not enough ale.
They seem of sound body and mind as they step through the doorway and the door slowly swings shut behind them.
I think that might be one of the people responsible. Maybe.
We won't know for sure until we actually get over there.
Yeah.
But it is a possibility.
There doesn't seem to be much else going on in here. Oh, it seems like Wyatt looks back at the screen, the feed that has like the person firing a gun at random. It seems like it's gonna be an active war zone of some kind.
Hyro is not looking great watching this feed. Seeing people dead is one thing, seeing an action is another.
We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
I was kind of afraid you'd say that. I mean, okay. I suppose it's not, it's not the worst, because maybe if we get there, we can help the remaining people, right?
Or any left, yeah.
If they're still alive, that is.
And we should get going quicker so we can make it there sooner.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. And he's going to very hurriedly begin marching back out to the hallway where they came in from.
Wyatt tries to match Sammy's speed.
You can easily do it.
Hyro just follows behind.
He only has a 20-foot walking speed.
David is following suit.
All right. Is that everybody headed back up the stairs?
Yeah, I think.
Kashel?
Yep, Kashel will follow.
All right, Kashel, up the stairs. You all go. There you find Jacob, standing beside the man, the guard you all had been protecting. He has swept everything off of a nearby desk and laid on top of it. His arms clasped behind his head as he just kind of stares at the ceiling. He doesn't seem to notice that you've entered the room.
I think we're ready to proceed into the main compound now. What are you doing?
Jacob looks over at him, then back at you, says, I think all this bloodshed's getting to him. Poor guy.
I can see them. Okay, yeah.
Everyone
Wyatt.
handles it in their own way.
Wyatt makes the vexating hand sign as if to ask, do we do this yet?
I think now may be a good time. Yeah. We can't really take him into the compound. We'd be putting him in danger.
Agreed.
So out of character, doesn't that mean we have to knock him out?
No,
He
but
has to be rendered unconscious.
Wait.
Or...
Well,
Okay,
technically
well-
we don't have to, but
Then he'll
Yeah,
see
it's
it,
pointless.
remember everything. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a requirement, but if he comes back and immediately sees you guys, then the vexation will have been pointless.
Well, here's the question: who could hit him hard enough to knock him out without killing him?
I turn to look at David.
Look at David as
Never
well.
mind.
I said without killing him.
I'm not certain
Yeah.
we want to do that right now, though, because that would just leave him in this building.
Fair.
So, what should we
Probably
do
safe
then?
here, right?
What was the guy's name again?
I don't think we ever got
I
it.
don't remember.
I know
Did
for
we?
a fact that Cashel did ask for his name in the car ride. I just don't remember what it is.
Actually, in the car ride, he never answered. We got sidetracked.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes.
Well, either
I was about
okay
to say,
then.
Azure probably has the best answer.
Soldier, is there a cell that we could put you in here that you would be safe in? Some room or such?
Janitor's closet.
Well, he sits up, his arms propped behind him as he looks down at his badge. If you take my badge off me, I'd be unable to leave the lab. And only people with a badge could get in.
Seems like a good idea as any.
Yeah, it's mostly just to ensure your safety while we are in the main compound. So, I'm not really concerned about you being able to get out. But either way, at least we probably could use that badge in the main compound, so we will take it.
Understood.
I mean,
He unclips it. Sorry, go ahead.
Wyatt probably like nudges one of the bodies nearby over that probably also has a badge, right?
Michelle was
This is
planning
true.
to check all of the bodies as well.
But yeah, without hesitation, the man unclips his badge from the retractor on his own shirt and passes it over to you. He seems not eager to look at his fallen friends.
Out of character, doesn't the lab have the scientist lineup still in it?
Yep. Actually, yeah, he's aware of that.
Cashel is going to pull out some melatonin. I know
Okay.
it's not easy, but this can at least help you sleep. And we'll be back for you as soon as possible.
Understood. He'll take whatever you give him, be it the entire bottle or a few
Oh,
of.
safe amount, you know. Just a slightly higher dosage, you know.
He takes the medicine from you and gives a nod. He then turns very slowly and walks over to a particular one of his friends. He kneels down beside a uniformed soldier and just places his hand on his arm. One last thing, agents, if you don't mind.
Yes?
The man's head snaps towards you, glowing, his eyes glowing this orange, fiery red as he says, "If you come into the compound, you will not leave alive." And all at once, the man reaches for the waist of the soldier, pulling not a firearm, but a grenade.
Take cover.
Yep.
I'm running away.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Running
we're-
away. Evasion.
Can I dive at the ground?
Oh boy. One sec.
Is Kishel about to do something about this?
Cashel is about to do something.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay, out of character. Who saw this coming?
I didn't.
I
genuinely
did.
didn't.
I had my suspicion the entire time. Like, I don't trust this dude one bit.
Oh no, this looks like a possession thing to me.
Yeah, I think this just happened in the last minute.
You know, I think
been in the
we'll
back.
start with an insight to see if that is this guy or if he's under another influence, if that's okay, Matteo?
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh.
We have. Did we keep the 2-party rerolls from last time?
No.
Plus the one we got.
Everything gets refunded after.
We have 1-party reroll if you. Yeah.
Guys good with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a
Better.
bug.
The dice are not on our side here.
I don't know. The dice have been pretty nice to the rest of us.
I will
You're
stick
doomed.
with the 2.
You are sure of one thing. This is not the man you have been speaking to this entire time. Be it that he was under some other influence before, or that something had only just taken control. The way he holds his jaw and the voice in which he speaks to you are not the ones you've been engaging with this whole time. Someone is speaking to you through him.
Okay. In that case, Cashel is... Oh boy. Taking Digimon form quickly and charging him, trying to grab the grenade and lay flat with it under his belly.
You fool.
Can I, if Kashel's gonna do this, can I do something for him?
All right, let's I don't want to say roll initiative, but
Actually,
we
that,
do need to determine an order of events here.
that would be the proper thing, is initiative. Not combat initiative, but initiative checks.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you, I think.
Yes, that was sneeze. Thank you.
You just have everyone make an initiative check.
Oh, for the love of...
Yes. Someone else has already rolled theirs. That's what my die earlier was. Oh shit. Okay.
A miss. Not enough ale.
Okay.
What was the initiative roll again? I'm sorry, just to make sure. Or is it just any attribute?
Well, are you doing something in regards to this?
I just want to jump for cover.
Same
Okay.
here.
Do I reroll one of those ones?
Huh?
I think 2
I'm
is
for bashing
plenty.
something.
Okay.
Shell gets an exploding 10.
Wait.
I think I will save that for the integrity.
Why didn't mine work?
You didn't do the
You had to
slash...
put /I.
Oh.
You do this quite often. Literally, same question.
Actually, if you want a really good tip, if you just type it once, next time you're gonna type it, you just click on the text box, you press up, and it'll bring up the command from last time. And you just have to change the number at the front.
That is so smart.
Yeah, that's what I do.
What?
Alright. David's got 2 instinct initiative. Sammy's got 4
Yeah.
instinct. What's your final, Kashel?
Okay.
All is 5.
Maybe it's this
Okay.
one?
So, am I allowed to like lay out the roles here so you can understand where in initiative you are?
You will fall yet.
That's entirely up to you.
Okay, because I think that's going to help you decide what to do here. And that sounds fun. All right. So, with your initiative, and your insight roll from earlier, you can tell his intent is to pull the pin of the grenade he's grabbed. What he intends to do with it from there is anyone's guess. You can hear Jacob audibly shift behind you. He is going to do what he's going to do at about the same time your man pulls the pin on his grenade, and everyone else is behind those two. So, what is your move?
Oh, so I am first?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, if he hasn't pulled the pin yet, then he's gonna wrestle it out of the guy's grip.
All right. And
But
then
either
what's that
way,
look
his
like?
goal is to, if somehow it does wind up pulled, then, you know, he's putting it under himself.
All right. That's going to be...
Grappling is opposed to
can-
athletics or acrobatics,
All right.
if that's what you're
We're
looking
gonna
for.
have... Yeah. I couldn't find the words, but I knew the general idea I was going for. Okay, interested to see what your role is.
Oh my god, I'm using up all my resources.
You know, something your rolls have been off ever since you started using the code as opposed to just rolling the dice.
No, it's, my rolls in this particular campaign have been off ever since I let Ren assist me.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
sure.
Zim,
Blame
I have an
that.
idea.
Blame that. Sure.
That is
blame
literally
that.
when it started.
Zim, I have an idea. Change your name in the server so you're no longer next to Ren. Like, put an A in front of your name.
No, I'm not gonna change my name. I'm going to change his.
Wait, what?
There.
No!
Be killed. I'm better on my own.
Oh no!
Sorry, Azure.
Come on!
I don't
Either way,
mind.
this is important enough. I'm gonna soul that.
Hey. 4.
I'll use the exploding 10 as well. Oh. See? See? I get run away!
Come on! My luck can't be that bad!
Well, now you're next to me in Azure, so I
Was.
will know. But see, told you them.
I don't mind.
Me neither.
8 final.
All right. So here's the order of events that everyone else sees. You, fast as hell, snatch that grenade out of the man's hands. It's relatively easy. He looks pretty out of it at the moment. Then, Jacob, who at this point had already prepared his MP5 to fire, realizes how things have gone between the two of you, lowers his gun so as to not accidentally shoot you. Man makes the motion to pull the pin on the grenade, but by then it's already out of his hand. And then it seemed like everyone else rolled a 2, so whatever you guys want to do happens now.
Oh, it's too
Oh,
late.
David was ducking for cover. So
I was gonna use a move to raise Kashel's integrity so he wouldn't take as much damage.
I'm diving for cover.
which
Pyro
David would
is just-
still be diving for cover.
Diving for cover, making sure that he is not getting hit at all.
But the pin's still in the grenade, so we're all good.
That's right. Then there's the question of what to do now.
Knock dude out.
Yeah.
If I peek
Alright.
over the desk, does he still have the orange eyes?
Not
Insight check?
anymore.
He went
He-
all exorcist there for a second.
Yeah, no, he looks more like a vaguely disgruntled zombie now, looking around like he doesn't quite know where he is.
Oh my god. Hold on. Do you remember the initial, like, file for the thing? Evil Eyes? Maybe this is the Digimon?
Wow. But knock him out. That's before he gets a chance to get another grenade.
Yeah, Wyatt's gonna
Kashel?
knock him out. Ooh.
Kashel is going to thoroughly be searching all of the bodies in the room to make sure there are no more weapons or otherwise. Also, he is pocketing that grenade.
All right.
A surprise tool to help us later.
Da 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 da, you've grabbed a grenade.
Having a look at the other bodies in the room, you can put 2 and 2 together and realize that this was a trap that was very intentionally laid for you. All the other weapons in the room have been snapped in half in a similar fashion to what you found downstairs, and there are no other grenades present.
So he only had that person had the
Yeah.
grenade. Nobody else does, of course.
I think so. What, we take this man to the lab, put him in there, vexate him, and then leave him there.
I don't think
Oh,
vexating him is going to do very much good if he's just going to wake up and see all of the dead people.
But it is worth noting, for those of you who wanted to knock him out, you're very easily able to do so. He
Yeah.
doesn't resist at all.
Done.
Good.
If any of you get those orange glowing eyes, I'm running away. I'm sorry.
Cashel,
Just saying in advance.
for this guy's safety, is going to pull out his sleeping bag, put the guy in it, and then tie it off at the top.
Get
You know-
fixated. Get put in a body bag.
No, his head is sticking out.
Oh, okay.
Just making sure that,
He just burritoed him.
Exactly.
Put him in whatever equivalent of a cell we can find.
And this is after making sure that he does not have any weapons and such himself.
He
Wanna
does
To
grab
not.
a
the
little-
janitor's closet. Dun-dun-dun.
Basically.
Grab a
Honestly, if
little
we
pen and write on the body on the bag, just like alive. That's it.
could, find some closet or something we could stuff him in.
Bathroom.
If the water's still on, the bathroom's dangerous.
What?
Well, if
We'll
He
just
gets
leave him
possessed.
on the fucking bed. He'll be fine. He is burritoed.
fair enough.
The only place
I'm
he's
not-
going is if he worms his way along the floor. And good luck getting through a door with that.
I just have this funny picture now, like I can do it, I can do it.
Then he gets up to the hatch and it's like, oh darn, they have knee knockers. I can't get out of these. I can't get out here.
I was gonna say there's a certain irony in the fact that the safest place might actually be the armory. There's no corpses for him to see, and there's no fucking working weapon in there.
Honestly, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Throw him in the armory.
shoving him in there.
Cashel is just walking out of the guardhouse.
Yeah, no. It's fucking...
Just gonna
Let's
leave
go.
it to someone else.
Whatever
Yeah,
they
no.
want to do, he's out.
Yep, no,
You know-
putting him,
Yep. Following Cashel, I'm going to the car.
putting the guy in the armory, leaving.
Putting him in the
Leaving.
armory and leaving.
Yep, leaving.
Jacob looks nervously at the rest of the party and says, "So, I guess we know what we're dealing with now."
Look, I have no space for
No.
any more.
At
Something
least
messed
know
up.
one ability that they have.
Yep.
You know what this is supposed to be?
Sammy, what are
Huh?
you wearing? He says, tilting his head.
What? What? I don't follow.
You know, Sammy, if you want to wear something like that on your head, could you please do it in another time where we are not trying to be serious?
The rest of you-
looks over at Sammy and just tilts his head.
Yeah, those of you who aren't apprised as to what's going on, we received a wonderful influence from Drunk Dragon era, or just era. Sammy gets a foam #1 middle finger as a hat in the storm. He doesn't notice.
I was like, when, how, when,
Gets
How-
a what?
Like,
I'm sorry.
Blake-
did you get that, Sammy?
When
Can you
did that happen?
I'm sorry, can you repeat what he got? I didn't get that.
A
Middle finger.
A foam middle finger.
You're flipping everyone the bird.
You know those like #1 finger foam things? That, but a middle finger.
He just looks at all of you with pure and utter confusion.
I think Wyatt just snatches it from Sammy's head and throws it aside.
He's gonna like lean back and be like, "Oh, hey, look. I don't know what y'all are going on about, but I'm just gonna start driving, okay? It's not
No,
gonna
Sammy
let you-
Wyatt strong arms just pulls it off his head and throws it out the window.
Hey. Okay, now you're
Jacob.
acting weird.
You did. I did.
Nope. Just drive, Sammy. Just drive.
Just-
Viv, are you still in the chat? I need to run something by you about your influence.
I see any of those influence. That's scary.
Let's just get to the compound before anything else happens.
Is it? Nope, not gonna say anything.
Do you mind DMing me on Discord, Viv? Thank you. I'd find you, but I can't look. There you go. Thank you.
We're in so much danger between the actual story danger and chat.
Yeah,
You know what's
combat
good?
hasn't even started yet, and I'm already 5 HP down.
You know it's good when God starts talking to the executioner?
Thank you, Viv. So getting back into it. Jacob makes his way back towards the vehicle, shielding his face from the buffeting wind that continues to beat down on this entire area.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all pile into the Humvee. Much more spacious this time now that all of us except Jacob are Digimon.
It's true, we're all tiny. Except Ren.
I think Sammy
Yeah,
has to
surely
turn
Hyro
back to
doesn't feel too
drive.
much different.
Actually, I might have to lean. I will have to lean forward a bit since he's, I think, a bit too tall now.
Sammy also might have to turn back to, make the pedals work.
Probably, actually.
I have 5 HP currently, Vari.
And I have 6. We need to have someone else get down to 7, someone to 8, and someone to 9. And then we'll have a ladder. Or straight.
I'm at 10.
I have 8.
All right, who's driving?
Me.
Sammy.
Oh, Sammy, let's see if you can make magic happen twice.
No. Kidding me, of course not.
As you're driving, lightning striking the very hillside on which you are ascending to the complex.
Woo.
A stack of papers rolling on down the side of the hill collapses, or rather explodes into individual pages, and does its level best to spread all the way across your windshield as you are driving. Go ahead and roll me some navigation. With a
Does anyone-
+1 to difficulty.
Does anyone have any bonuses? Or any teamwork? Any help?
2 teamwork.
I have a point in navigation.
I have 2. So that's +1 point of navigation, +2 teamwork. That's 9.
I can imagine Hyro leaning out the window, trying to pull the papers off of the windshield.
Oh, no, it's gonna easy. He's just going to drift the car so it does a quick turnaround and he's driving in reverse, and he's just gonna drive in reverse.
Why not just turn the wipers on?
It's paper. It's
That's not
gonna
gonna
be
work.
flat to the windshield.
Yeah, we're fast and furiousing this.
Okay, all right.
I could body all of those. I'm gonna body all of those non
3.
things.
You can only do up to 3.
Oh, well, I'm gonna body 3.
Well, it's 3 per dot of. It's 3 per boost.
Oops.
Bruh.
No.
Well, you know what? That's cringe. I can still body 2 more.
Or you could soul the ones.
Can I body in?
No.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
I just thought about that.
I'll just body the other 2. Just for the
You
sake of
should have
completion.
just kept
Should've
the
just
5.
I'll stick with the 4. Cry.
4's still pretty good.
Yes.
Could have been better.
Is it a 4 or is it a
Okay,
3
what is
now?
the What are those extra dice for?
I was bodying the non-successes.
Ah. Well, in that case, you could do 3 more of them because you had 6 dice that were body eligible.
Oh, I didn't realize I counted only 5. My bad. I'll just
Just
roll the
remember-
extra 1.
Fuck is the 4?
Oh my god, Sammy!
Is another one? No.
No, just the 4.
Okay.
Sorry.
4.
Yeah,
4
4.
seems to be Gabby's magic number today.
Yes. Annoyingly.
Could have been 5, but he got greedy.
Yes.
Hubris.
Look, you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Okay, Icarus.
I do want to
Alright.
fight this time.
You manage to not panic and floor it as soon as your vision is covered. You find yourself unable to read the memorandum in time to make any use of what it actually says. However, you are able to navigate through the next turn safely, and by the time you are headed up the next slope, the page has harmlessly blown off your windshield. It
That
is
was close.
It is by now that even through the gale and the lightning, you begin hearing the rapid popcorn sound effect that is automatic gunfire in the distance. And it would seem that your one hapless friend stumbling around with a fully automatic weapon isn't the only one who's found one, because you're hearing multiple strings of automatic fire overlapping each other.
I don't like the sound of this.
Wonderful.
You know, David? Or Hyro?
Yes.
I think I'm beginning to learn from Kishel. If you don't worry about it, it's not a problem. He says, his hands trembling.
Wait,
Is that true, Cashel?
Cachel's just gonna put a paw on Sammy's shoulder. Absolutely it is.
Yeah. See?
Sammy. Oh.
As Hyro just nervously laughs about all this.
Jacob reaches into the black jacket that he's wearing and produces a suppressor for his weapon, slowly screwing it on to the end of his weapon as he says, "I'll do the best I can from a distance, but I have no digiform. You guys are going to have to go in alone."
Definitely keep your distance, yes.
Yep.
Please do.
Don't get shot.
And be careful with the storm. It's like the world is ending.
"Good luck," he says, waiting for the vehicle to stop so that he can get out.
Just gonna slide to a quick stop for allow him to get out.
All right. He kicks open the door, struggles to get it back shut, and as soon as he does, continues on foot towards the compound.
I wanted to wait for him to leave to say, we really should get a raise or a promotion after this.
Maybe.
As the vehicle approaches the compound, more and more, Sammy, you in particular, begin to hear the sound of hissing, like a pissed off snake. And it takes a little while to figure out where exactly it's coming from. But finally, you do find that the air vents above you have squeezed shut, allowing only the lightest embouchure of air to pass through, giving this strange, rattly, hissing sound. Thank you for that influence, Viv.
Of course. He seems mildly unsettled.
And soon you are as close to the compound as it is safe to get in the vehicle. You may risk it for the biscuit and drive in further, but the gunshots are now within a couple 100 feet of you.
Looks like we're hoofing it.
Yep. We don't
Is
want
the-
the car to get blown up.
I assume the car isn't bulletproof, right?
It's a Humvee. It's gonna be bullet resistant, but
It's only so much.
I'm just saying, it could be your cover.
Mm,
it's also not exactly subtle either.
yeah, everyone's gonna see us if we go in this way.
Although they already know we're here, but at the
I
same
know.
time.
Look, you saw the camera. I don't think they're of a state of mind to know anything right now.
I mean, technically, there's like we're going in a war.
Warzone. Yeah. Yeah,
He
let's
looks
just
to
get out.
Kashel for advice at that.
We're in a Humvee era, not just a normal car.
Sorry, I had a brief moment of ADHD. Catch me up here.
We're as
Approaching.
far as we can go safely, without risking the Humvee from getting shot at, and the people, the personnel that may or may not be possessed from getting hit by said Humvee.
But Sammy wants to drive in anyway because it's spooked.
This
All
is
right.
an armored Humvee era.
The moment you said it's like going into war, he's just looking to Kashel for advice. Kashel's good for war, right?
Yes.
This group may be
All right,
capable of
so
running after
everybody
all.
grab Sammy, and we're going to use him as a shield.
What?
Oh, well, apparently Key is driven up in a van and is offering us all rare candy.
Three.
Enjoy 20 XP, gamers.
Yeah.
The card's only 5 XP each.
Oh shit, I thought I decided.
Darn.
Never mind, 5 XP it is.
How many candy? 1 per person?
1 per
5
person.
I vote we give them all to Ren.
No. 1 per person.
Fine. Boring.
Trying to
Thanks.
figure out where the hell the
Thank you,
tracker
Key.
is and realized, oh, right. I moved it to another, moved Discord to another monitor.
See, Shadow Wolf. I think the same thing, but I'm not joking. Ren does need the look.
I'm just
Gabby, wow.
updating the tracker before I forget. Sorry.
When did you become such a greedy guts? Trying to take more rare candy than the one, trying to body boost junk dice when you don't need to.
Sometimes the gambling instinct kicks in, you know?
Let's go gambling.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Anyway, I assume we all leave the vehicle.
Alright, can I get a
Well,
full tactical layout of the situation, please, Maddie?
Sure, absolutely. So from the top-down view, the drone hovering overhead, you can see...
Wait,
Wait,
did
what?
I miss something?
Yeah,
No.
I'm confused.
You didn't miss anything?
Where did we get a drone?
We don't have a drone. That's the joke.
Actually, in your ear, there's a bit of a crackle, and then Jacob's voice. Testing. This thing on?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello?
Good. I gotta be honest, I can't see much from here, but I can still see you guys. Go ahead and give a wave.
Wave.
Waves.
Waves.
Great,
Wave.
awesome. So you guys can hear me. Wonderful. Now, just up ahead, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a mess. It looks like they've tried to pile things in front of the gate to keep you guys out.
Oh,
It doesn't look like anyone's guarding it, though. If you guys can break through or find another way in, you should be fine once you're on the other side.
What do you think, gang? Should we try to break the barricade with the Humvee, or I could punch it to see if that works?
Reminder that we have to leave here so that Crane can pick us up.
Okay, so punch the barricade. Got it.
Well, we
Generally,
should look
going in the
around.
front door is what they would expect. They already know we are here. So, trying to be stealthy is still beneficial, but we should keep that in mind that they know we're here, so we don't have much element of surprise. That said,
So
going in the
punch-
front door is probably a bad idea.
So don't punch the barricade. Got it.
Crane, do you see any other gaps in the fencing or such that we may be able
This
to...
is
This is Jacob.
Wait, it's Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob launched, I guess, has access to a drone.
Oh, fair
Or she's
enough.
Just kind of from a distance.
Also, I am totally going to get one of my own. Anyways, Jacob, is there... Do you see any gaps in the fence or anywhere that you think we might be able to get in outside of the front?
Sorry, storyteller failure here. What you're looking at is not a fence. It's a wall built of sandstone.
Fair.
That said, there's a bit of a pause, and then he says, well, it does look like there's been something of an explosion around the east side. It might have damaged the wall a little bit.
Then let's go there and take a look.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe I could
Agreed.
punch us a bigger hole.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy punching things, don't you?
David, we may need to have some talks about your eagerness to punch.
I can't help it when I'm in this form. I want to punch.
Ooh, we should have a boxing round when we get back.
No.
Well, that didn't involve you. It was just a Dave.
Okay.
Well, I suppose that could be good training. We could put David and Wyatt in the ring, and the winner gets the man bun.
But
I don't know
fight.
if I wanted the man bun, though.
You'd have to grow your hair out. Back on task. We go east along the wall, right?
That's right. If you're wanting to go where he told you to, you could just tell him to shut the fuck up and tell him you know what you're doing.
I don't think I will.
I very much value his opinion.
Yeah. He
All
has
right.
more experience than we do.
All right. So you do yourself a little rotate, and there is indeed a big black scorched part of wall where a V-shaped indenture has been made. These stones look like they are ready to fall just about any time now. All they need is a little tug.
Oh, well, if you want tugged, Mattio.
seems awfully
David.
suspicious to me.
I believe this is where the punching would come in.
Punch. All right. Hold on just a
Alright, David,
second.
you can do it.
Be careful, David, after you punch.
But yeah, we should probably get to like a little ways to the side of where this opening is, in case someone is on the other side, ready to
Yeah.
fire upon us.
Exactly.
Quick question. So, since this is a stationary object, should I still roll accuracy?
No.
Okay, cool. So
Just
just
Show me how hard you
power.
can hit.
Cashel is going to fly up and kind of get a peek over the wall, though.
Oh yeah, you can fly, huh?
Sammy's going to jealously stare at Cashel. Wait, Marty,
Yes, I
there's
can
a lot of
fly, but
wind.
the bird cannot.
Marty, there's a lot of wind. There's a big storm, right?
Yes.
What are the chances I can use it to try to fly?
Would you like to?
Yes.
All right.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, God dang
Well,
it,
there's
dang
that one thing.
David. Well,
Hold on.
okay. First of all,
Yeah,
let me-
yes. I'll take the 7. I'm not gonna waste a soul on that one.
All right. First of all, Cashel, you fly up, and you see many fragmented sections of gas tanks on the other side.
And boo! You forgot boo!
You think you found the source of the initial explosion. Right beside that is a man who is sitting down, arms crossed by his chest, just rocking back and forth. You do not see a weapon on him at this time. David, Punch Puppy, you managed to break the wall. And then, Sammy, are you actually wanting to try to fly right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Keep in mind that your roll is at increased difficulty.
Are you why? That's so rude.
That is very
All right.
rude.
So I need to see. I need to hear your skill here. What are you using specifically
Mm.
in your
I mean,
learn to fly montage?
Flying, I guess, would be navigation? Or, I mean, it could be any of...
Navigation is the skill for anything related to movement that you don't have a move speed for.
Okay.
I do have
Oh
a
my
move speed
God.
for it.
Is that mean
It's now going
Yeah.
to take a 9 to succeed.
Oh dear. I do have a move speed for it. It's more just that he doesn't think he can fly, so he wants to take advantage of the wind this time to fly. It's gonna be like, oh, I can use this to try to fly. It's like,
All right. Do you want to skip the do you want to skip the check and just get to what happens then?
yes.
Okay. Awesome. You flatten your wings out against the wind and begin to feel them moving over and under, similar to that feeling you get sticking your hand out a window in a moving car. And a bit of joy falls across Sammy's face as the wind... as they angle their wings upward and get a little bit of lift. You can almost hear Sammy say, I'm doing it, before he face plants quite forcefully into the ground. So forcefully, in fact, that the entire upper half of his body is embedded in the ground, arms and all. Congratulations, Sammy. You have learned to burrow. And thank you, Era, for that major ethereal influence.
David's gonna go over and yank Sammy out of the ground.
The
Just
shell
why
is
you-
coming back down after having checked over the wall and such, and he just looks at Sammy. Why is Sammy inside the ground?
He tried to fly, and then he just instantly faceplanted.
He was off the ground for all of 2 seconds and then immediately face planted into the dirt.
Just Wyatt
Wait.
grabs a leg, and David
Wait.
grabs the other leg, and we're both trying to pull him with the ground.
Yep.
And Harry will help out by grabbing both of them and pull with them as well.
I was gonna ask, what are the chances that I can just like fully burrow into the ground before you two get to me?
I mean, you have a move speed. You wouldn't even have to make a check for that.
Move over to grab his leg, and he just sinks all the way into the hole.
Sammy, what are you doing?
Is he digging?
And then he pops up behind you.
I don't think that was a successful flight.
No,
Nope.
but
You will fall yet.
it was like the opposite, but still kind of a success. A success in the opposite direction. There we go.
He
He
like
had
digs a little
negative
bit of the hole around-
yardage.
He like digs a little bit of the hole around him, climbs up, and looks at his claws. These aren't digging claws. How the fuck does this work? Body.
Those aren't really what I would call claws at all. They are wings.
I mean,
I'll
no, there's-
poke my eye out. I have claws. Look, and he holds up like the 3 little claws at the ends of his wings.
Look, let's just get into this place.
note to
Yeah.
self:
Get
Sammy can dig, can burrow.
get out of here before whatever affected these people starts affecting us.
Let's just go. Yeah.
Considering Sammy right now, it may be too late.
We better hurry.
No, we might be able to use the digging though. That might be useful.
Useful in
Yeah.
what situation?
Dig graves, apparently.
Getting under anything.
Yeah, Sammy can dig our own graves.
No, it actually
Yay.
could be useful, because if we could have just gone under the wall instead.
Yeah.
Too late, I already punched a hole in it.
This is a compound. There's going to be more walls.
Let's just go.
Yeah,
He's gonna push
Carefully.
Wyatt forward.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. No.
Where are we going?
In the hole. In
All
the
right.
wall. Carefully and slowly, and trying not to, have anybody shoot us.
Do we need to roll like a perception check or something like that?
No. You guys are pretty well shielded by a building on the other side of the wall from sight of anyone who may be nearby. That said, Kashel, when you drop down, you're going to be dropping down right next to the poor disgruntled man sitting beside the wall. Any plan for that, or are we just dropping down and hoping he doesn't notice?
Sorry, I had a little bit of a bite to eat there. The guy on the inside of the wall, before they go through the wall, he's gonna kind of try and get closer to the guy and...
What if we drop a brick on him?
No. This guy's like in the fetal position, rocking back and forth.
Yeah, we
This
just
is
knock
true.
him out.
He's not having a good time.
Yeah. And neither are we if he pulls a grenade on us. I don't want to die.
So what's Kashel doing?
So you get close, Kashel, and the man. Are you doing this in such a way that he will notice you, or are you trying to avoid him?
Avoid him notice.
Okay. You get a little closer, and you get a good look at his eyes. He doesn't look to be possessed. He just looks petrified with fear. The way he's huddled into this small ball right near the exterior of the fortress. He's almost like he's hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Kashel's going to get closer to him. Are you in there? Can you hear me? Kashel is ready to attack, for the record.
All right. His head snaps upward, and he whispers, "Who's there?"
We are agents here to help.
Mirrorpool?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was dead. Thank God. He leans his head back against the wall, now actively looking for you.
Kashel is not going to reveal himself just yet.
Ooh.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
Some thing. It came through the gate about yesterday evening, wee hours of the night. Oh my God, it's a bloodbath in there. They're killing each other. Oh my God. Please hurry.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Oh God.
Viv, please no. I have a bad feeling about this one.
What the fuck?
Send it to me, send it to me, send it to me.
Oh no.
Mine is so
I'm scared.
excited.
I'm scared.
Even if you must reject it, please send it to me.
Viv, why are you? Why?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh wait, hold on, that last bit.
Yeah, you see exactly what I went through there.
Are we good with this?
Well, yeah. Though, actually, yeah, we're good with this.
Okay. Sammy.
Hmm?
Fuck everything else that's going on. Right now, I need... what?
Actually, it would be you rolling that.
Oh, I know. Just let me cook. Let me
Be
cook.
careful, whatever check I make, I rolling a +3 difficulty, so I need to get a 10 to succeed.
No, 9, I think.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you know what? You're
I have
right. I want.
+3.
I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste that difficulty thing on this. Anyway. So, Sammy.
Hmm?
Remember how? Let me talk to the player for a minute. Hey, Gib Gab.
Hmm?
Remember how we talked about how I asked if you were cool, if Sammy underwent a change
Mhm.
as a result of as a consequence of one of his actions.
Mhm.
Okay. In all in one moment, your compatriots see you fall to the ground, likely clutching your face. What you experience in that split second is a total time stop. You can see the droplets of rain suspended in midair, the faces of your friends suspended in animation. You just think you're so fucking clever, says a very familiar voice from right behind you.
He, for a brief moment, freezes up, and then immediately tries to dive forward into the ground.
A great, mighty arm grabs you by the ankle and lifts you up upside down. You are now staring into the face of you-know-who. That clown-like mask you would recognize anywhere.
Hi, pleasure meeting you. Look, I don't, this is not an elevator. It's fine, right? We can talk later, right?
Oh, dear Sammy. There was but one rule to my game. You were not to tell anyone that you played.
I didn't
But you
tell
just
anyone.
had to cheat, didn't you?
Well, how do you know I told someone? What if Kashal read my mind?
But he didn't, did he?
I
Right
don't know,
after you left my game, you saw fit to tell everyone what you saw, what you were a part of.
I'm bad at keeping secrets.
And now you face your punishment, he says, with great effort as he slings you into the sandstone wall. Dealing no damage, just for effect.
He's not very heavy, so I think it's fairly easy. He just slams into the wall and crumples up on the ground. Ow.
Fun fact about the haunt, Sammy. While it is normal, some would even say couth, for a Digimon to only follow you in certain places, there's no rule saying I have to wait until you get into an elevator.
Right, boo?
Oh no.
You will never escape me, he says, extending one arm out
Look at him suffer.
to his to his side, as it becomes a great long blade, not dissimilar to a Seviper tail.
Whatever that is.
He starts to like backpedal a bit, but it's obviously against the wall as he kind of like tries to prop himself up a little. Look, I don't know what you want. Please just let me be, okay? I have nothing against you. I'll forget about this. I won't tell anyone. Just please leave me alone. You're like really scary.
You said that last time, didn't you, Sammy? Well, let me make it clearer. You will never be rid of me, he says, bringing his hand down on your head. Here's the attack. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm counting these right. All right. Here's the accuracy.
Dear.
I don't actually know how accuracy works in Scar.
Okay, so your successes get compared against Sammy's evasion. In this case, probably physical.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll for these 10s right quick.
Physical evasion is just a 3, so I'm pretty sure it's Joe.
Meeting is beating.
Oh boy.
Is it a physical attack? I could try to parry it, even though it's not gonna do it.
I mean, I guess it is a physical attack.
Or an accuracy parry. He's trying to like swing his claws up to
Remember, you're at a a +3 difficulty on that.
You know what? Use that up.
Nothing succeeds. Completely fails at it.
0.
All right. Is it appropriate to roll damage now?
Well, if the result was 5 or double, whichever is higher, Sammy's result, evasion, then it is a crit, which means you get to do 1.5 times damage, or dice. Or you can choose to go the route of making 9s explode or 6s count as successes.
You know, let's just make 6s count as successes. I think that's...
Well, that you get to decide after you roll. It's just you have to decide beforehand if you're going with the 9s or 6s, or you're going with the 1.5 times dice.
Cool. Okay, all right. So I can roll damage now, though.
Yes. You just decide if you're doing 1.5 times dice, because you got to figure that out before you roll the dice, obviously.
All right, I'm not doing that.
Okay, then roll the damage.
Thank you so much, Viv, for this game-breaking ethereal influence. All right.
And at this point, you can decide to make 9s explode, or 6s count as successes.
Well, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more successes if 6s count.
Oh, no.
Going
So
for
you
the
wanna reroll?
jugular here.
Can't believe
I'm gonna do
Sammy's
that.
dead.
So yeah, the blade comes down. You are not able to get your arms up in time to parry it. And as the blade, the scyther's tail, drags its way down over your right eye, down the length of your face, you take 1 damage.
Lamau.
5 HP.
And then your hallucination ends. And your friends see you fall to the ground, clutching your face.
What did you
Sorry?
do? What's wrong?
He like immediately touches at his face as if to checking if there's blood at all.
Oh, there's lots of it.
Oh,
Well, yeah, it's a typical head injury. They always look like 15 times worse than they actually are. You get a tiny little scrape on your face, and it's just blood for days.
oh my god.
Kasho?
Shell, I think, is on the
other.
other side of the wall right now.
Oh.
Wyatt
Yeah.
starts, like, putting pressure
Apply
on
pressure.
the wound.
What happened, Sammy?
What happened?
I think he very visibly pauses for a moment, the obvious terrible liar that he is. One of the pieces of rock might have hit me.
Not enough ale.
Wyatt gives Sammy a look.
Oh, look,
Pyro
TM.
gives Sammy a look.
Like,
David will also give Sammy a look.
hey, Maddie, is this cut a very straight cut down his face?
Yes.
You will fall yet.
Looks a little straight to be a rock, Sammy.
Well, rocks can. Ow! I have a headache. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Question.
Answer.
How is Sammy's eye?
His eye miraculously unscathed.
He just has a cuts above and below his eye socket.
It's like
Time for bashing something?
the bone of his brow just barely kept the blade from making contact with his eye.
We don't
And
know
then the
what
scar
it is.
continues down his cheek.
Sammy, what happened?
Time
For
bashing
real?
something?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. It just hurts. He's like still kind of trying to hold it a little, or at least hold his face.
Wyatt's also holding your face.
Go deal with Kashal. Go deal with Kashal. I'll take care of it. I have things in my pocket. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
You will fall yet.
Wyatt removes himself from Sammy, hands covered in blood.
Yeah.
Good thing we're in a war path right now, or that would look awfully disturbing.
He does
No,
have
it's
a
still
little-
disturbing.
A miss. Not enough ale.
This isn't over, Sammy.
He's gonna grab a little first aid kit that he has in his pocket to begin at least trying to like clean off his face.
Your wound, thankfully, is not very deep.
Wyatt's gonna go over to the hole in the wall and start and like peer through to check where Kashel is.
Well, Kashel is currently talking to the person.
Speaking of, what else are you saying to him, Kashel?
I kind of forgot where we left off.
He basically started having a breakdown, only able to sputter out the words, "They're killing each other and please hurry."
Okay. I need you to get a hold of yourself. We need information. We need details of what is going on. You want us to save them. We need to know what the situation is.
Persuasion or intimidation?
I think this one is more persuasion.
Or I guess presence is what you guys call intimidation.
Yeah.
Sorry. Still learning the terminology.
No worries.
Encompasses more than just intimidation.
Whoa. Whoa.
See? God ran away from me.
Don't
Mhm.
teach my
Hold his in.
customer to suck eggs.
Why, game? Why?
No, it's not why game. Why Ren? Why?
Okay, I concede. It was Ren.
No! No! Don't concede!
If you want the further supporting argument, after Ren came over to like me and Asher, I also rolled 2 ones on that like body boost.
No!
That is true. So yes.
No.
Should I stop
Alright.
playing?
No. But somebody's gotta have the bad luck.
Oh, but that's so sad.
So, this influence does require approval from GibGab as well.
I... Can I extend an olive branch to Viv and say that was going to happen anyway?
That's fair.
I don't want him to waste an influence on something we were already planning to do.
That's fair.
Okay.
But either way, it does require approval from GibGab, so...
Me.
Oh yeah. He and I have talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to accept this because I did, refund the game breaking and then refunded the major because what you redeemed in the first place was only a moderate.
Ah, okay.
So I'm willing to accept
Very
this,
well.
but that's just to cost the points.
Understood. The man seems to snap back to reality as he says, "All right, like I said, he came in during the night. We just found the guards dead, and then from the armory, just smoke began pouring out, and I just remember the sounds of gunfire, and it was our own men walking around, just shooting aimlessly into the crowd. We all ran for cover, and I don't know, but I think I saw him moving towards the safe room. The interrogation chamber, so to speak. You'll find it in the tower, he says, gesturing off towards the middle of the compound. But good luck getting there. They're guarding the place. Not them, but my people.
Understood. Thank you. Can I count on you? Just go outside that east wall there. The gap is big enough for you to get through. Can I count on you to keep people organized that we may send out?
Of course. But listen, the eyes. That's how you can tell. Everyone who went crazy, their eyes, they're glowing. I'm sorry, that's all I have for you.
It's all right. We'll take care of things from here.
He nods and then stands, getting ready to climb the wall.
Climb the wall. We have a hole.
We made a hole.
Oh, you made a hole. Okay.
Remember, David punched the wall.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say that the whole fucking wall was this V-shaped dent, but that's cool too.
Yeah, no, but the...
No, it's yeah, we got it. We're good. Don't worry about it.
A little hole that people can crawl through, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're good. There's no misunderstanding. We're all right. Now, if you wanted to say there's a tunnel leading to, I don't know, Nebraska, that would be one thing.
Also, point of order, Wyatt is looking through the hole and has his hands, his claws covered in blood. So, this might be
David
bad.
was going to be full of pride if you said that it was a hole the size of Montana.
Anyways, the man turns towards the wall, gets his hand into the V-shaped indentation, and begins to climb through, only then seeing the blood-covered Digimon on the other side. He lets out a horrified scream as he throws himself away from the wall, reaching for his hip to a weapon that is not there.
Cashel is immediately rushing over to find out what the hell happened. Wyatt, why are you covered in... I leave you all alone for 5 minutes!
Look.
1 minute Sammy was standing there, the next minute he's on the ground clutching his face and it's full of blood and he won't tell us why.
He said it was a rock, but it's a perfectly vertical cut over his eye.
Understood.
no
Yes,
idea
those
why.
rocks can be very dangerous, Sammy.
A bullet might have ricocheted where I don't know. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Did your pal pay you another visit?
No.
It was just a rock, everyone. They can be dangerous. Debris is harmful. Let's go take care of this.
Wyatt understands the message this time.
Thank fucking God!
Hiro is going to just look at Cashel and just nods.
Anyway.
Whatever you say, boss.
Just really quick, Marty, just curiosity. Which side of the face was he struck on? Left,
The right side.
Good enough. And he's just gonna clean himself up a little as best he can. Put a little band-aid, maybe.
Get the blood out of his eye.
It's totally got dinosaur designs on it, doesn't it?
I feel like
Maybe.
bird designs would be more appropriate.
It's a pterodactyl.
Yep, I was gonna say pterodactyl right there.
It's got like one of the like
Sammy,
long
a
ones above
budding
the zodiac.
paleontologist.
Ah, well, weather, but oh yes, as soon as he's kind of at least got it like cleaned up, he's gonna stand up, still very visibly shaken up.
Are Sammy's claws also covered in blood?
Probably. Probably a lot.
Yeah, safe.
Out. We can keep going, it's fine. The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Okay.
All right.
So,
What's
Kashel,
our move from here, gang?
Kashel, what's with the guy?
He is a survivor, and I was wanting him to keep watch here for any other survivors we send out. He's going to go in and kind of slowly approach the guy. It's me. I apologize for that. Seems we had a little accident with getting the hole larger.
Oh well.
Kashel is shooting a withering gaze at Sammy.
That was me, not Sammy.
That was Gabby.
I don't care. I'm calling it in game.
Kashel swears he hears Sammy's voice say that, but
The man
Or maybe
stands
Sammy.
now visibly shaking as he kind of eases his way back towards the hole and climbs out of it, trying not to be surprised this time.
I mean, if it helps, Sammy's standing up. He just has like very bloody claws and face, but it's not quite that bad.
and bandages. Can't forget bandages.
Okay, like little dino bandages on top and bottom of his eye.
Little bandy.
You know, I think I'm gonna have to make that a move in this game too.
What?
Oh, there's actually a force ability in Star Wars. I forget the exact name of it. Actually, I wrote it down. One moment. Deadly Sight. You can literally just glare at people, and it's, if looks could kill.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
It literally, you stare at them and they will disintegrate.
It's one of the abilities that Vervis found in the holocron last night.
Yikes. Anyway.
And I think Kashel needs it.
Do we have a petrified condition?
Better idea. I think it's just going to be a cone and 1 point of damage, and it'll be electric type. So he just glares at you and you feel a zap.
You should make it a long range so you can just target a single person from like the other side of the world.
At this point, he needs to be able to target the entire group at once.
We didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything though.
Wyatt's gonna take his water bottle and wash the blood off his hands.
Why are you doing that? Just hold it up. There's a storm right now.
Gang?
Yeah.
I hate to be a bother, but people are like dying in there. Can we get a move on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kashel is moving towards the
Opening.
towards the building itself.
Yep.
He's just gonna follow Kashel.
I was gonna follow afterwards.
All right. You find yourself standing atop the rubble of many, many, many gas canisters.
Ooh. So, where are we going, Kashel?
He points at the tower,
Okay.
which actually...
Anything.
Let me double check my inventory. Cute.
Which actually you can fly to.
Okay, so, how tall is the building, you know, at the base level here, Matteo?
All right. The foundation from which stands the giant satellite tower you're looking at rises to about 25 feet. The tower itself looks much, much, much taller.
Understood. Cashel is going to fly up to the top of the building and look for somewhere secure to tie a rope to.
All right, so you're tying the rope at the 25-foot level, not the top of the tower,
Correct.
presumably. Okay. All
We're
right.
going to try and make a hole in into the tower itself, but, you know. We know that the target is in the tower, so let's try and avoid as much of the rest of the base full of people waving guns about as possible.
Speaking of, while you're headed towards the rooftop of the building, you can see the situation inside is perhaps not as claustrophobic as you thought it might be. Not the building itself, of course, but inside the compound. There are 2 or 3 people stumbling about, intermittently pulling the trigger on the very heavy-looking machine weapons in their hands, nearly being knocked off balance by the recoil, and then resetting to do it all again. They don't seem to be aiming in any particular direction, although they do occasionally hit a window or some poor bastard sneaking about.
So
That
Cashel
said,
gets shot.
maybe later. But right now, Kashel's a very small target, and they're not likely to hit it randomly. The point I was trying to make is, you don't get the inkling that they are identifying targets. They're just shooting.
Fair enough. But it is still better to avoid the people that are clearly unstable with guns.
Oh, of course.
So along the roofs we go.
Mm-hmm. Because the only
Anyways.
other option I can think of is trying to, like, shoot their weapons, basically, or hit their weapons out of their hand.
Anyways, you get your rope tied, and it's pretty sturdy. Now, there's the matter of getting your teammates over to it safely.
Yeah. Especially when we've got 3 of them that stand out like a sore thumb. David could kind of blend in, but then you got neon colors for Sammy and Wyatt, and, well, Hyro is bright purple.
Yeah, but he's also sneaky.
Hypothetically, Mario, what's the chance I can just burrow all the way over to the rope and then, like, pop out under it to climb it?
Do you have a move speed?
20 feet move speed for a burrow.
Then the odds are 100% that you can do that.
I mean, Hyro have subterfuge of 4 points on it, so...
I have a subterfuge of 1.
Yeah. What's a subterfuge?
Yeah, but I can't burrow.
He's just gonna do that. He's gonna just start digging a hole all the way over, leaving a convenient hole that someone else can walk into if they really want to, I guess. Probably.
Can I
I assume
follow
with a-
Sammy in the hole?
Captain, is this a thing? Yeah, okay.
So, for
I
Sammy
can't think of it.
to,
Sorry, go ahead.
when it comes to burrow and making a hole for others to follow you, normally when you're burrowing, it is just you are moving the dirt directly behind you. But making a tunnel that others can follow you through, that would require a navigation check. Though you can make arguments for athletics.
Both are fine. I'm happy to roll like a body instinct navigation. He's still kind of just running instinctually off of knowing to burrow. He didn't even know he could burrow. So he's just kind of winging it.
Also, this would be a situation where you would have to remake it every few feet. I'd probably say about every 10, because the tunnel could collapse.
Wyatt could just sprint it.
I mean, Hyro can be sneaky.
I say Hyro do subterfuge.
Yeah.
Maybe the other two can go in the tunnel, but that's kind of up to rolls.
How far away is it? Right?
It's 40 feet across a clearing.
I think I could make 4 rolls.
And Hyro will subterfuge to where the rope's going to be at.
All right, let's get those rolls.
You cannot help Sammy.
Sammy, also, your first roll is going to be made with a severe difficulty increase.
No,
But I
I used it on trying to parry the feet one.
Oh, you're right.
I don't think I would count that.
Sorry.
I mean,
Let's see.
yeah, the outcome of the Piedmon thing was kind of set in stone, but I mean, I kind of want to give him that.
I also want to make
either,
sure
don't
the
worry, I got
viewers get good, out of their cards.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, don't worry.
Okay,
I
fair.
got it.
Okay.
I got it. Don't
That
worry.
said, Viv does bring up a good point that Sammy also has 2 exploding 10s and an additional die.
2 additional die.
God, those caps make it look like Viv was desperate for him to remember that.
Screaming.
I
at
remember it. Well, why do you think I'm happy to make the rolls? Because I got a bunch of extras.
Oh wait, no,
So I don't mind making
3
the rolls.
extra dice.
Oh. 3 extra die.
Cutie.
Try to make it an appended difficulty.
No.
I'm gonna solve
Very
that
cute.
one. I guess that's willpower.
No. Since
Do
sold,
I?
you just use a boost die?
Boost die, yeah, okay.
Question: do I have to roll the additional die on the next roll, or just in
Right.
whichever one I want?
I would take a 3.
Okay.
What was that question?
Do I have to take the additional die on the next roll, or is it in whichever roll I want?
You can use them whenever you want. Just let me know when you use them.
All right, perfect. I'm using an exploding 10.
All right.
Hasty.
So that would be 5.
Or difficulty 10.
Oh, right. First off, you can only have up to a +2 in difficulty.
Yay.
Well, I mean,
Doesn't change anything.
So
There were
9s
3
would still
additional-
account, but yeah.
So I guess because there were 3 difficulty increases,
There were only 2
so would
played.
one just Oh, okay, that's fine.
But I'm just making sure it's clear that even if there were 3, you would still only suffer from 2 at a time.
Okay. Oops, still a 4. I'm going to go ahead and make all the other rolls. And I'll use an exploding on that one. Jeez.
There's both your exploding 10s.
Actually, no, wait. I can...
Or not?
How much is that? Vigor is the one that gives me -1 difficulty, right?
What was that?
Vigor
Vigor.
recharges the -1 difficulty, right?
Yes. Body boost allows you to re-roll dead dice, Viv.
Vigor
That's-
is... Yeah.
But vigor, remember, it costs you a point of vigor and a point of exhaustion.
Yep. So I use the vigor here, and that's one of the additional die used on that roll. We had the exhaustion. Use the vigor.
All right.
That's 2.
Using another additional
You're
die
halfway
here.
across.
I am going
Hmm.
to soul that one.
Don't you still have an exploding 10?
Yeah, but I could also just roll a 2 on this one. And that should be fine.
2.
Is it worth rolling the 2 or should I use the exploding 10? What do you think?
How deep are we?
30 feet with this one. Like, if I succeed this one, it's 30 feet, but then it's the last one, and then I don't have any... for
I
this one.
meant how much Earth is above us?
I would say 5 feet.
This makes sense to me.
So if it collapses, bad. Yeah, it's gonna be real bad.
You know what? I trust the die I'm winging it. I'll use the exploding 10 just to secure the 4 here.
Okay. Yeah.
All
And
right.
then, no. Do you have any teamwork, Azure, or do you pray?
No teamwork. I have no navigation.
We're praying here.
Never mind.
I have athletics, but
Right before the end.
I was
Right,
about to
that's-
say I have the navigation.
you're not. Well,
You're not here.
Wait, wasn't David going with you?
Yeah.
no.
was
I'm
it?
going with. Wait.
Well, how was I getting across?
All right,
thought
I'll
you
roll
were
the extra die.
I was
don't
in
worry.
the. I said I had to. Or
Oh.
I didn't even know what was going on. I was gone. Didn't you see?
Oh.
I put in the chat.
Actually, I didn't. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got you rolling, just kind of forgot about it.
All right, don't worry. I'll count Merle's D10. We're winging this. We're praying for the best. Like you said, 4 was my lucky number. And I got 2 4s at the end.
I didn't say lucky number. I just said
Oh boy.
today is your day of 4s.
All right. How did everyone else make it? Oh yeah, Iroh. 3 with cunning. So, okay. First of all, let me make sure everyone's accounted for. Hyro, you're getting across with cunning.
Yes.
Is Wyatt or David with Sammy?
Both,
Both.
apparently?
Okay, all right. So all right, okay, all right. Hyro, your walk across is impeded by several bursts of gunfire, some of them getting rather close. You can hear bullets whizzing by your head and feel the wind coming off of them, but thankfully you make it across and up the rope without issue.
And as soon
Well-
as Tyro landed,
Still needs to make athletics for climbing.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Can I make an offer for acrobatics instead?
No, because acrobatics does not apply here.
Okay. Well,
Climbing
Seriously,
is a
Doc?
strength-based activity, and athletics is strength.
Unless you want to like parkour your way up.
I'm just gonna do it manually, but I only have 3 dice for this.
Wow!
What are the chances?
All right.
Just negates itself.
I'm gonna soul. Main point of soul.
A roll 8 itself.
I'm going to
Ren didn't even roll a true combo. He is the true combo.
I'm going to which one do I use to get roll those ones again?
Soul.
Haven't you
Soul.
used a bunch of boosts this session already?
No, I only just use 1.
How many boost dice do you have per session?
2.
Then you can only re-roll one of those ones.
Alright.
Don't vaporize. Don't waste your card on that.
Alright. At least it's 1.
Ouch.
At least a freaking 1.
It is a 1.
I mean,
He's one
don't we have a
success.
party reroll still? Or 2? Okay, 2
We
party
did.
rerolls.
I think we got another one. We got a few.
I think we have 2 more from what I counted.
Do we have
But
2?
from the sounds of it, I don't think Zill's willing to let him use one.
Hmm.
Okay. So Ren. Hyro has a rough go of it. But not in the way that like he gets halfway up and then falls down. More like the gym class kind of can't really get up in the first place. Like you keep trying and trying, confounded by this damn rope. And then you hear an unsettling noise from somewhere just behind you. As a small crater is formed in the middle of the pathway. And beneath are 3 of your comrades.
Actually, it's at the very end, so like we're right behind them.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2 of your comrades. 1 is fine.
So you could just dig his way out.
So I'm not quite sure how to work this. I've never had somebody get buried alive before.
So we don't have rules for that either. I'm
This
just
was an
going to
interesting
say,
predicament.
for now, 5 feet, 5 dice.
5
Okay.
damage dice?
I mean, to be fair, it would go by the dot system.
I mean, what
Actually,
I'm saying is
let
they could
me-
try rolling like. I suggest maybe like an athletics check to see if they're able to like quickly dig themselves out or if they're stuck, and then like you handle like asphyxiation or burning
Well,
alive.
Asphyxiation would be a different thing, and that's just a time-based thing, which I'm sure we can deal with before they asphyxiate. This is more... Dirt is heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
You
tell you what.
have 5 cubic feet of dirt falling down on you. You are crushed.
Yeah, that's a lot of dirt.
Let's go. What is it? Not Constitution. I don't
Integrity.
think. Integrity, yes.
Who's rolling integrity?
Both of the people who are trapped.
Awesome. All right.
7 dice.
Dry, loose soil weighs around 80 pounds per cubic feet. Oh dear. 400 pounds of dirt.
So yeah, these itty-bitty little Digimon just had 400 pounds of dirt fall on them. That's gonna hurt.
Oh, why? It's fine. Ish.
You know, that is very quotable, Vari.
David might be having a rough go of it.
Interesting.
You can use your boosts. We're probably not that far from the end of the session.
I'll body boost 3 of those.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
There we go. 2.
All right. So with a 2, unfortunately, you were unable to get out from under the lion's share of the dirt. However, you don't take a whole lot of damage. Remind me how the dot system works, Zim.
So, on this front, thinking about it, I feel like it should be a hell of a lot more dice than 5.
Yeah,
But as
probably.
far as that was going, that would be, 7 and above is a success, so,
Okay.
I put down in the notes for us to discuss that in our next dev session.
Can't wait.
For now, I think maybe instead 5 dice per foot. So in this case, 25 dice.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go and roll the other 20 now.
Oh, this is...
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Even that feels low for that punch, but, we don't want to necessarily absolutely kill you.
I'm already at 5 HP. So
Look, to be fair, Zim, to be fair, right? It's fine solely because, like, as much as dirt is heavy, it was technically already a tunnel. A lot of the weight is gonna go into the surrounding part of the tunnel. Not all 80 pounds of dirt is gonna completely collapse them. It's gonna hurt, and it's probably gonna be very painful, but it's probably not as lethal as if, like, I dropped, 5 cubic feet on you, on top of you, like, at the bottom of a pit. It's like, the force.
We rolled 8. We rolled 8.
does this bypass integrity?
I would say, with something like this, I normally do it, they subtract with their integrity roll.
Yeah. I was about to say, do we want to reduce it by their integrity roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woohoo! I take 6 damage. So I'm
Are you
at
dead?
-1.
You're
Oh,
winded.
shit.
I'm winded. This is the second campaign I've been winded.
I take
No.
2 damage.
That does also mean you have a wound.
Yay! That's the second character that's gotten a wound. Go me.
Never die.
0 restoration to David.
Okay, so you restore for half of your max HP. But
Do I
you're
still
wounded.
hit the wound?
Yeah. The wound is a different thing. You still have that.
Darn, okay. So
I mean, I do have your HP back.
David broke a rib.
Heroes never die.
Oh.
Oh.
So what's that? The other half?
If that was to... Yes, that is the other half. So you are at max HP.
well, no, I'm at 9 because I was at -1. So
Well,
Okay,
also,
one
don't
of them
forget
has
to
5
mark
HP.
the wound on your sheet if you are using the 1.4.1, because your max HP is reduced by 25%.
And then Wyatt's just doing push-ups with the dirt.
Yeah, no, Wyatt's trying to pull the dirt off of David at this point.
But one way or another, we all make it to the rope. The bullets that are still whizzing by everyone, thankfully have not hit anyone yet, but if you fail to climb the ladder soon, you have a feeling you might not be so lucky. So what's our plan?
Climb the ladder.
You mean rope?
Rope?
The rope.
I probably said ladder, that was my bad.
That's just an athletics check, right?
That's right.
Or athletics, yeah.
I mean, I did it, but dear God, was it difficult for me.
Luckily for me, Wyatt is athletic.
Oof.
Ooh.
I'm happy with 2.
Hmm. I'm gonna
Move away.
body boost that.
I move away from Ren and I immediately roll higher than a 1.
Did you change your name?
Oh my God, yeah. I just saw the DMs, learned my lesson. Gam separating himself from Ren.
Oh, no wonder my dirt rolls were bad.
My roll got better.
Did you separate too?
No.
Okay, so I was not using the most current sheet, so I had to do some math. So, but I got it fixed.
Cool.
Why?
Oh my God, Mario! Come on!
Don't worry, Ren. Don't worry, Ren. I'm still here.
Azure, can you like put a D in front of your name so at least we're not dooming Merl? You can absorb all the bad luck.
So,
Oh,
for
never
the
mind, I don't worry about
stream, let me just take a quick screenshot here.
Zim, can you change his name to Accursed Ren so like he's above Azure?
You know what? Sure.
We can have the cast.
So what happens when I'm not in the car?
It's over. We're doomed.
So, here, let me get that screenshot. So that way, the Twitch chat can be in on the joke for those that aren't in voice. Or in the Discord. Which, by the way, you should all go join the Discord. But you know, here...
Magical.
We have been changing our names to separate ourselves from Ren.
Or changing Ren's name to push him away.
That too.
No, I'm staying here.
Mario, you had party rerolls. I'm surprised, or storyteller rerolls.
But it wasn't a
Yeah,
failure.
I wasn't gonna use them while I was near Ren.
Oh my God!
Anyway, yeah, I rolled a 5 to climb the rope.
Okay, so what we're gonna
Alright.
do is we're gonna get
Get up the rope.
We're gonna pull out the kitty table and we'll put Ren at that while all the rest of us are at the adult table.
At some point, you're just not letting him play the game.
Sammy, you also get up there, albeit a bit slower.
Well, I need to make the athletics check.
Everyone does, apparently.
Okay, awesome. Hold on.
Like I said, should I just even stop playing with my bad luck?
I was gonna let climbing a rope be a free like a movement, but Zim has informed me it needs to be an athletics check.
Sorry.
Ren, you
That's
have
okay.
nothing
Hands
of
tied.
value to this table. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Somebody
David,
needs
on
to
the
have
other
a rifle.
hand,
I'd rather it not be me.
doesn't have a man bun and is literally a dog.
Wah, wah. Let me sell that one. See what.
You were next to Ren for a moment.
Okay. I guess I fail. I got a 0.
Willpower reroll?
Ido is offering to vaporize your dice. I think that
Sure.
that would be good, Ido.
Get him.
Ido, you're so nice.
And
Ido,
yes,
it's so
Shadow
nice.
Wolf, regardless of how Ren rolls, it is a delight to have him here.
And boo.
Yes.
You forgot
We
boo.
need our bad luck sync.
No, stop. Be
Love
nice.
you,
No
Ryan.
caveats. No buts. Be nice.
Lamau.
David, my man.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god. Do you want a party reroll, Merl?
Sure. Can I use
Yes,
the
please,
body
for the love
reroll?
of God.
Get rid of that. Get that out of here.
David! You're not even near me!
I'm supposed to be tanking the
Oh,
bad
thank
luck.
God. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, 5.
God.
My gosh.
David climbed that rope like there was a man bun at the top. Anyway,
I'm bad. Bad
There
to
is.
bone.
Hi. Hello. I'm right here.
Shadow Wolf wants us to just win.
No, that's just
That's just
That's
a
just a
random
meme.
card. It's a meme.
Alright.
I was too close to Rin there for just a little bit too long. I got some of his loser dust on me. I had to shake it off.
Whoa! Loser dust. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Alright, Ren, show them how good you can roll. You got this, buddy.
Oh, you want to roll again?
Well, yeah, you
kinda
gotta
have
get
to
up the
now.
rope.
Just hold on. This also isn't really fair. He's only got 3 dice.
Yep.
The favor
If
of
he-
gods is
if
worth
he
a
doesn't
few gold.
make it.
Can someone
hold him
assist
up.
him?
Right? Yeah, I
Cause-
can,
yeah, I
Kashel
can
is
assist
going
you.
to go down. He's gonna fly down. Tie the rope around Hyro's waist. Go back up. Alright, everyone, just pull him up.
Yep.
Alright, I got 2
Okay.
athletics. I can help with that.
I have also have 2 athletics, but that's
Ren-
not the worst.
Ren, I am not blaming you for that roll at all. I'm blaming the fact you only have 3 dice for this roll in particular.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have no athletics, so that's all I have.
Harry's got fucking noodle arms.
Oh, I know.
No, I don't.
I know over here just wielding, just being like, would you like this?
Just the dice cart, right? Just a briefcase full of dice. Like, you want more dice? How about this
think
one? As
Ido-
he plays the card.
I think Ido's hoping that some of you will go over to Data Anomaly Hunters and play cards there.
A
Because nobody comes and plays it there where Ido's actually at, you know?
Boku.
Well, you know what?
That's a good point.
Oh, wait
You
a
know
minute,
what,
wait a
gamers?
minute. Since I have a wound, by climbing this rope, do I lose HP now?
What do you mean?
Great question.
I don't believe that's how that works.
Or is that just when I'm winded? Or when I'm down?
Oh, when you're in the winded state is when you lose HP. The wound is just something that persists until you get some proper medical attention.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So you
Sweet.
can't just keep going forever. We have to have downtime eventually.
Okay. Do I have the game person's permission to just let you guys
Yes,
succeed at pulling
yes.
Hyro up?
You
Okay,
can
thank God.
absolutely do that.
There
It's
are
just
4
in
of
general
us.
you're supposed to make that roll.
Okay. Good.
There
All
are
right, so you're
4 of us.
finally all on top of the building.
Thank you guys.
And a door at the base of the tower is already open, seemingly inviting you inside.
Well, that looks like a trap.
Wyatt,
That is 110% a trap.
Wyatt gets low to the ground and starts trying to, like, from, like, you know, a few feet away, starts peeking around the edges of the open door from an angle to see if there's any more claymore surprises.
Roll investigation. Or perception. Your choice.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's only 4 dice, unfortunately.
Well, Vari apparently wants a claymore.
Oh,
That's a
dear.
lot of nothing.
All right.
Whole lot of nothing.
I mean, at least it's not a botch.
You have a look around the frame of the door and see nothing of interest. Looks like a perfectly normal access way to you.
I miss.
Noting how
Goes
he
enough
didn't
here.
see anything before. Do you guys see anything?
Why
An
you
open
want
door?
to use a putty reroll?
It must have been the wind.
I can-
Michelle's gonna go over and
David can do investigation real quick to see
sure.
if he sees anything.
I can also roll perception.
I have nothing on that, so I'm useless here.
What the hell do you have for stats, Ren?
You just send Zim your character sheet. Okay.
I swear if I look at your character sheet and it says, this is what I use to keep the idiots alive again.
All right.
This is why
What do
you
we
take
got? David
screenshots.
with a 2. David, you cannot see what is emitting a periodic red flash from within the doorway, but you see it, and that's better than anyone's done so far.
Yeah.
There's something in here. I just don't know what it is. It's emitting a red flash every so often, periodically.
Anybody have a rock? Or a brick?
We have a grenade.
No.
Oh, if there's something in there, we can just blow it up before we go in there.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Cashel.
Michelle, no.
So,
I'm supposed to be
Michelle,
I'm going
tanking.
to accept that.
reroll.
What were you trying to do?
Oh,
I
that
didn't
was
actually-
perception.
Okay.
Cachelle's
You-
probably off, busy with other things.
Oh, I was going to say that you, Cashel, are confident there is nothing wrong with the doorway.
Oh, yes, of course. Would you all hurry up? There are people that need rescued.
Is there debris around on this roof? Like, can I find like a bullet casing or like a rock or a piece of stone laying
No,
around?
The rooftops pretty clean, unfortunately.
Well, dang.
Can I dig a piece of the rooftop out?
I don't think it says you can't, so go for it.
It's here you go.
Yeah, no, Wyatt's gonna skip the rock across the ground in through the doorway.
There is no response from the blinking device.
Well, that won't set it off.
I don't think there's anything in there. You can just go in first.
Okay. Wyatt's going to gingerly...
Wait. Let me.
You know what? I could also do something first to make it so if I take damage, I take less damage.
I'm gonna scoot back.
What do you want to do, David, though, first?
I'm gonna go through the door. So
No.
whatever you're gonna do it to me.
What? I have more integrity than you. I should go through the door.
But I'm already wounded. No sense in anybody else getting more wound.
I have 8 HP left, and I have 4 both integrities. I will be fine. I promise.
Okay.
Cachelle's
So I'm
floating
gonna
through the
use-
doorway.
Yeah, well, he's floating. None of us, the rest of us, can float. So if it's like a landmine, he's fine.
Oh, okay. If Cashel went in through the doorway, so can I.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my move Galvanize on myself to increase both of my integrities for a scene.
And I'm gonna hold Sammy back. Why will they do this?
Cachelle, how badly did Cachelle just die?
Who is traveling through the door?
Cachelle is floating through it.
Wyatt, Shell probably beats Wyatt through, but Wyatt also is gingerly going through the doorway after buffing himself.
both of you can now see the device that is emitting that faint blinking. 3 bundles of oddly misshapen plastic bound together with duct tape, with a cell phone attached to the front. And just as you make out the shape of the cell phone, the screen lights up, begins to ring, and then there's a deafening explosion.
Okay.
Please tell me
What
it's a
should we roll?
Nokia phone and it survives.
In fact, the Nokia phone is a projectile that fires its way through the opposite wall.
Anyway,
But still survives.
Can we keep it?
is there a
Anyway.
moment before like we see it, but before it explodes?
As long as it took the signal to reach from the phone to the connected circuitry, which is about half a second, what do you do?
I grab Cashel and I throw him behind me away from the door.
I think half a second is too fast for reactions.
Depends on an initiative roll, usually.
Yeah.
I'll
so
Put
yeah,
up to
All right,
Mario on
let's do some
that.
initiative.
I will abstain because Cashel is oblivious.
Confident there is nothing beyond this door.
Okay.
He's got he's focused on the mission.
I will warn you, your initiative needs to be high.
we have a party reroll.
Your initiative was high.
Yeah. If I
yeah.
can't throw Cashel, I will shield him with my body.
Okay. Cashel, you take a 1 point reduction in difficulty to this integrity check. And then both of you roll integrity.
Oh, I increased my physical? And, like my integrity values, but not the skill.
Buffs to that still allow you a +1 to the roll.
Okay.
I was about to say that should, yeah. All right. Are we full of pepperoni and dead sticks? All
I'm gonna
right.
sold that one.
Okay.
Well, I forgot to reduce the difficulty on the roll, but doesn't matter anyways. No 6s.
So that's a
Okay.
5 total.
All right. Here is your damage.
That-
Back to 0, 1, 2, 3.
Zem in the future, when he's about
4,
to roll damage,
5.
rename him and put an A on his name.
You know, that's a good idea.
For another 8 damage.
Okay.
Just pick up the panda and set him next to Ren for his rolls.
8 damage reduced by your integrity roll.
Okay.
Kenku, thank you for
brings-
the raid.
A 5 HP.
As you can see, we're still in tabletop with Mario.
We're
as a
exploding.
storyteller. And yeah, we're exploding right now. So yay!
So yeah. Is it also fair to say that you guys are thrown backward out of the corridor?
Probably.
Okay, awesome. Because what that C4 was attached to, that's what that was, by the way, plastic explosives, was the main support structure for the tower, which begins to tilt and slowly falls over on its side over a nearby building.
Oh no.
We're on the tower or at the base of it?
Well, it's falling away from the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Actually, it's falling away from the entire party because you guys are also out of the corridor. But basically, it falls over to its side, and you know the area of the wall where you let that guy go through? It's collapsed on the building that was right in front of that wall.
Wow.
So where are we exactly?
Near
Still on the roof.
Near the base of the tower. Or where the tower was. Wyatt is actually starting to look kind of messed up. Kind of banged up. This way.
Sammy is going to run over to Wyatt and Kishel to offer them a little help however he can. His wings
Two
are
in
very
one
warm.
day.
Hmm?
Wyatt lets go of Kashal because he grabbed him and shielded him.
Kashal is coughing up some smoke. And lies
Very,
still.
very. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that was it. He's just lying still.
Yeah, I think Wyatt's also just kind of taking a breather, just laying there man.
Jacob very frantically calls through the telecommunicator. What the fuck was that? Is everyone okay?
We're all okay.
Speak
But-
for yourself.
We
Out
are-
of character. At least y'all don't have wounds yet.
But we just dodged something very explosive, as you can see.
You both get a very small little patch from Sammy. His wings are very warm. Get one restorative healing.
Sadly, that only
Good luck,
lasts for
Sabine.
the seed.
Yep, I'm not even gonna put it down on my sheet.
Hey,
Yeah.
it might save you from the next Claymore.
That would be a new seed.
Darn.
Hey.
Jacob's gonna call out again and say,
Oh. Variant, cats, just did a card.
Ethereal restoration to Wyatt. Restore half your max HP.
he's gonna call out again and say, well, I suppose it's safe to say that our friend isn't in there. Maybe he's inside the building. I haven't seen anyone leave.
Where's the entrance?
Well, looks like you guys have just created a new one.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna peer through the hole. Is there anything we can see down there?
Yes. So you remember how I said the sky was a mix of smoke and this weird multicolored light, as well as EDM, very similar to what you guys were hearing in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It seems to be coming from this building, as speakers inside are absolutely blaring these super loud, heavy bass beats, and colored spotlights inside shine out of each of the windows.
I had a momentary glitch in my headset. Could you repeat that last bit?
Colored spotlights out the windows and deafening beats in the building.
Well, I think we found our person who's doing all this, I believe.
Maybe. Michelle, are you alright?
I am going to destroy this thing.
Yeah.
He's good, you're alright.
That's the second explosive I've gotten a face full of today.
So, Cashel is going to look around for any power lines going into the building.
From the roof, they're not hard to find. On the southeast corner, there is an electrical wire connecting to from another nearby building.
I assume there's a nice transformer on a pole somewhere.
That's right.
Perfect! I'm shooting it.
All right. Cashel is
gun?
rewarded. Cashel is rewarded for knowing how electricity works with silence and no more loud ass, brightly colored fucking spotlights. But
I can hear
replacing
myself
the
think.
sound, replacing the sound of the music are the sounds of terrified screams from inside the building.
I kind of like the music more. Can we go back to the music?
Mm-mm.
I think whatever
Too
the light
late.
was might be
It's-
the hypnotizing that's been doing it to the people.
Let's. Are
And
we all prepared?
yeah,
As
Mm-mm.
prepared as we're gonna be.
Not even
Okay.
close.
I feel we
Guess-
should have one night of rest, but I don't think we have time for that.
Okay. Wyatt will lead away now that he's almost set back at full health. Thank you, Furry.
Zim, how much health are you at, Zim? Out of curiosity.
4.
Yeah, you and I are the worst off here. And we're the rear. What the
Mhm.
fuck?
Yeah, no, stay in the back.
Yeah, I got what do I got? I got 7.
I have 8.
Oh, fuck.
I have 11 now. Thank you, Furry.
So what I'm learning is, if the chat wants the players alive, I have to bully the players even harder in future.
I got a wound already, so my max HP isn't even what it's supposed to be right now.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Welcome to my life in Wild Traditions, where I try to put on a tough fight for the players, and meanwhile the fucking chat is over there. Heroes never die. Heroes never die. Heroes never die. Heroes never die.
And then,
You know what?
and then in Piercing the Veil, we got 2 characters that were 1 turn away from death, and it was after the fight that they started sending out Ethereal Restoration.
The
You know
force
what?
works in mysterious ways.
This is fine by me because the way Scar works, I can get you close to death and give chat time to revive you before hitting you with the next punishment.
Then we can just eat more punishment. Smiles.
Smiles, yay!
No, please. Sammy's
Anyways.
already gonna have nightmares.
Are we headed in through the collapsed roof?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
We have no choice.
We can even use the same rope from before.
All right. Directly inside the lobby, it's mass chaos. People trying to leave from different parts of the building, chased by many of their compatriots with those same glowing red and yellow eyes. Thankfully, the possessed don't seem to carry any weapons, but that doesn't keep this from being a quite violent scene. There's also the matter of whoever may yet be in the building, be it your adversary or someone who remains to be saved. What you prioritize is up to you.
Moves can deal non-lethal damage, right?
Anything can do non-lethal instead of lethal. You get to decide that.
Could we just begin to attack like the possessed and knock them out?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
possible with the system.
And considering they're humans, that shouldn't be difficult?
Question mark.
I'm gonna save you guys a little bit of time and let you know that humans cannot survive 2 points of damage.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Yeah. At least to me, if nobody says anything, Sammy's just gonna pick a couple of the possessed and start attacking, just to knock them out.
Knock him out non-lethal.
Yeah,
That's fine. Yeah.
it's just wind. I don't know if you want me to make the attack rolls or.
Nah. If you say you're attacking them, they'll go down unless they're actively fighting back, which these ones are not.
Okay.
And yeah, basically anyone he comes across that's chasing someone else and he possessed, he's just gonna be like,
Anyone with the eyes.
E.
All right. Those people go down. I don't thank you for the Healy legs. Those people go down without much of a fight, and the remaining survivors huddle in the lobby for cover from the gunfire raining in from outside.
Okay, that's some people safe.
Now where's the source?
Maybe we should ask them. They might know.
Wyatt makes a gesture for say you're free to do so.
He walks over to the group of survivors. Hopefully they don't panic considering he was actively hitting the people chasing them.
I think if anything, they revere you as their god because you did that.
He's gonna walk over to the group and be like, "Does anyone know who caused this?"
Or what?
One woman raises her head, just to look at you before lowering it back down in response to some nearby gunfire. Between startled breaths, she manages to mutter, "That thing, it took some kid to the safe room, the torture chamber. They were both strange, not human. I don't know what they were planning to do, but please, you have to hurry."
Where is that? Where's the torture chamber?
Straight down the hall. The door with the keypad. Big iron door, can't miss it. The code is 8406. Now hurry.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Let's just go over in that direction.
Yep.
Yep.
Wyatt once again being the party shield at the front.
Yeah.
All right. You arrive at the back of at the back of the building and see the giant metal door to which you referred, but there's a bit of a problem. The keypad doesn't seem to be receiving any power.
Wyatt
Look.
slowly turns to Kishel.
Why, can you shock this keypad? Maybe.
Nope, I got this.
Oh?
You see, Kashal has 3 dots of technology. He also has power banks, multiple different kinds of
Nice.
cables, and electrician tools.
Nice. Good
So
shit.
he's fully prepared for this.
Kashel has been waiting for this moment.
Yeah?
This is my moment.
Zim has been waiting for this moment.
I don't know if you want 1 point in assistance from tech or if it'll be science.
Teamwork!
No.
Do you still want the point and assistance from Tech?
Oh yes, I'll take your
will-
assistance.
I will
Okay,
look
yeah.
downtrodden, being denied to help.
So considering I have the proper equipment to do all of this, do I get a bonus on this?
Yes. You get a +2, or sorry, a reduction, a 2-point reduction in difficulty.
Ooh, sweet.
You have
what-
the skills and the tools. This is your oyster.
5s.
Does my technology computers apply as well?
Yes.
Oh, whoa!
Winning.
Cashel was ready.
Maybe. But there's a part of me that likes to imagine throughout this whole thing, Shell has just been this like unemotive, not nervous, not bothered by anything. But he saw this and he just got that little bit of giddiness in him.
I will accept this canon.
Cashel, without even much effort, manages to power the keypad just long enough to type in the 8406. And the door opens. It creaks open to a different kind of cacophony of screams. This time all emanating from just one person. Wyatt, you in particular would know this voice anywhere. And your blood runs cold the instant you hear the shouting.
So what's going on in this room?
You can't see. You're not in the torture chamber yet. You're in the
Okay.
corridor leading to.
Then I'm going in the room without a second thought.
All right.
Wait. But I guess Wyatt just already took off.
You already in?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we gotta run behind him.
Yeah.
Let me give you a lay of the land first. Corridor, big corridor, a left turn at the end of the hall. Big glass pane on your left. All right, now what do you want to do?
Where's the screaming coming from?
Your left.
In that glass room?
I should say not regular glass, like the kind of cross-threaded reinforced glass you see on like
So it's like shatter
DMV.
resistant glass.
Exactly.
Darn, I was thinking of going right through.
I knew that, and that's why I had to get ahead of it.
Okay.
Like probably that grenade we have would probably be needed to bust that glass.
What if we go to the end of the hallway and look to the left? There might be an entrance.
What do I see through the glass?
Through the glass, you see a pair of people. One, standing at the other end of the room, looks like... I'm going to give a brief visual description because of the nature of the image I'm about to send you guys. But here is the verbatim what you see. For chat, it's a dark feline-like creature wearing robes typical of like a feudal era shinobi. Red inlaid patterns, black on the outside, tassels covering each shoulder, and a red ribbon tied just about the neck. And then just like you make out that form, and then you make out the object he's holding. None other than the destabilizer. One very similar to what you guys have at Mirrorpool headquarters. And that destabilizer is connecting the hand of this creature to a face Wyatt is very familiar with, a face he hasn't seen in years, and a face now contorted in agony as he is repeatedly stunned with the destabilizer. How do you proceed? Years. Well, no, not years, I guess, based on your description.
Months.
Yes.
Where's the door?
Presumably the end of the hallway.
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, you're running.
100%.
Okay.
Did Wyatt just tap into the hidden strengths that all humans have?
He's not a human right now.
Well, you know what I mean.
Remind me the specifics of your Digimon's locomotion, Wyatt.
Pulse It runs. It can move quickly. Very quickly, even.
Does it touch the floor? Or rather, whatever may be sitting on top of the floor that he didn't inspect before he started running.
Yeah, because this dude has a penchant for traps.
Yeah, no, he runs across the floor.
Okay, roll me some integrity.
Okay. I assume my thing wore off from earlier. If we change
It is a new
scenes.
scene.
Yep.
It's a new scene, but Zim, please let him have this.
I mean, you can let him have it. I'm just saying.
Okay, Wyatt, you take your buff. And anything else chat or anyone else can give you.
Increased difficulty.
Oh god, it's gonna hurt, isn't it?
That's how you know it's gonna hurt. The storyteller's begging chat.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Here's my 8 dice.
I need if you are in chat, I need you to verify that what this room was existed before they got here, and that I'm not making this shit up just to punish Wyatt for running.
Your difficulty just got decreased.
Do you mean
so
key?
Discount.
No, I'm talking era.
Oh, okay.
Difficulty decreases, so that's a 6. Unless anything else I can have.
Advantage from the sheer willpower of powering through for this.
But yeah, otherwise that's a.
God, I hope Era's in chat.
Ooh.
Oh,
an exploding 10. I'll take that because I get the feeling I need it right now.
So you're at 8.
Gonna beef you up to an 8.
And roll the die.
I'll aid you.
Okay, 8.
Well, neither one of those.
I can't read that card from the tiny little preview window.
Minsk and Boo. You forgot Boo.
It is Viv Evaporation Dice.
Viv, I didn't do anything to you.
Zim, do the exploding tents and such count even if they get vaporized?
Yes, those still get
Applied.
applied.
So I get to roll the 8 dice again.
You might roll better.
Actually, it's 10 dice because I get an automatic exploding 10, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Alright, so first off,
no, it's
you do
9
have
dice.
2 dice from the All for One, One for All card.
Okay.
What is your normal roll?
It is with my integrity buff, 8d8 dice.
Okay. So you just add one more die onto it for the exploding 10. Because you only have... Oh, wait, no, there's 2 of them? No, there's just... Okay, now there's 2, so you get to add 2 dice.
Okay.
And you've got another extra die that you can use, so 11 dice.
And another die added to that.
That would be 13 dice.
Okay.
And the difficulty was decreased to 6s.
Okay. So let me change that 7 to 6s. Okay.
Prevail.
Oh wait.
What was that?
What was that?
Oh, Viv cursed Rin with
Jesus
less power.
Christ.
Oh, for that
reason. I didn't even do anything.
Is it done?
Ren's catching strays like
Just
he's animal
go.
control.
Well,
Okay.
something happens.
Oh. What?
Oh wow.
Oh, you should have done
Oh
plus 2
my
on
God.
the end of that, so that would be an 11.
Okay.
Because of the 10.
Yeah, that is plus 2. So that is an 11. I'll take that.
All right. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3,
You
4.
have storyteller rerolls.
I guess it's my responsibility to do everything in my power to make this a game. But there are narrative things going on here that I don't want to fuck up for Wyatt.
I was saying if you want to lower reroll to lower the damage.
Okay. Okay. You know what? A little adversity would make this more of a moment anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we re-roll these. Okay. That negates that, but at least we get one more. Yep.
That's all, folks.
All right. So you would take 6 damage, but you don't, obviously.
1 chip, probably.
Sure.
Because that's how usually that works. Can't reduce damage below 1.
Sitting on the
then
floor.
you get smacked by a wonder beetle, apparently.
No, it's aimed at
I
David,
did.
apparently.
Oh, it is David, okay.
Anyways, you sprint your way across the floor, totally ignoring the series of tin can mines, with nails sticking out of them, which
Homemade bouncing betties. Ugh.
yeah, which all fly into the air and detonate as you run past.
So he's just
But
a
you-
pincushion.
But everyone watching you sees this Matrix-ass moment where you just dive through, managing only to get hit by 1 nail right across the cheek for the absolute tiniest amount of damage.
And
You
somehow
land-
in all of that, there was a Wonder Mill bar that just smacks David in the face.
It was in one of the mines.
It was sitting on top of one of the mines, probably. You land on the other side like a fucking superhero mixed with an anime hero, and there's the door that stands between you and your brother's attacker.
I'm kicking the door down.
Shell, I'm sorry,
right.
but he's kind of cooler than you now.
Give me some athletics, Wyatt.
Okay.
Well, the Wyatt rolls. Are we good to like follow behind Wyatt after he clears the path?
Yes. Wyatt has triggered every trap in that hole.
Yeah, I can just follow behind him.
I will do the same, but like just making sure there's no more traps ahead as well.
Sammy's just running behind Wyatt. You gotta help his friend.
Oh. Uh.
Can I provide assistance?
Ooh.
Absolutely, you may.
I have 2 athletic die or dots.
Teamwork.
I'll take it.
2.
So 4 more die.
Yeah.
4 more
2
dice.
for me.
Okay.
You're getting encouragement. Go, Wyatt, take it down. Mm.
5.
See? Let's go. My 2 dice was a 9. Let's go.
See, I believe in Ren, so it's not bad luck for me.
Mm-hmm. Wait until it hits you. You're sitting at an angle where the air conditioner is blowing the loser dust away from you.
Yep.
So yeah, the door kicked off the hinges, and there stands the assailant in front of your brother, now facing the door. His eyes flick between the agents standing in the doorway, and his mask shifts, marking a change in expression from beneath it. You must be Wyatt.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Yeah.
Uh,
You must be Wyatt. Feel the backhand of justice.
honestly, it's like I might.
Part of me is
I might
sitting here like, this is where we need to end.
No,
Leave the
you still have half an
cliffhanger.
hour.
Yes, cliffhanger.
You've got 6 minutes.
6 minute. What? Do we end at 9:30 now?
No, it's at 10.
Okay.
You still have half an hour.
I tried.
But if you wanted, you could end early, just saying.
No, I think I want this moment to happen. I've waited 3 weeks for it.
Yeah, so this guy that's trying to hurt Ed, how far away is he?
That's all, folks.
He's about 40 feet across a room from you.
Yeah, no. Looks at my 30-foot movement speed.
Cashel comes up behind Wyatt and shoots him.
And David chucks the Wondermill bar that he has at the bad guy's face.
So Wyatt is now laying on the floor with a gunshot wound.
Not shoots Wyatt!
We said Wyatt and then shoots him.
Fair.
Yeah, you
I meant the boss.
You didn't.
You meant the guy. The cat.
Is that an action Cashel is actually taking?
Shooting the BBEG, yes.
God.
Oh, you think now? Just put a gun wide, like goodbye.
Okay.
I walk up behind Wyatt and I shoot him. No, I meant the boss.
So now you've put me in an odd spot, Zim.
Uh-oh.
Because that pretty much guarantees that we have to roll combat initiative, and if we do, I have to end here. Because there's no way this battle lasts only 30 minutes.
We can do it in 30
All
minutes.
right, in that case, I will hold it back.
Tell you what. Listen to his villain speech, and then decide if you want combat.
Of course, the villain had a speech. Of course.
Anyways, Wyatt,
mean mugging this guy.
it's your turn in conversation. His initial remark was, "You must be Wyatt."
And what if I am?
It would explain much. Poor kid's been calling out to you for hours. Where have you been?
Wyatt's like white knuckled, clenching his fists. I've been looking for him for 8 months.
Well, you should say you found him. Now what?
That depends. What are you doing?
He looks at Ed, then at you, then at the destabilizer in his hand, gives a shrug, and sits down on a bench beside Ed. I'm making friends the best way I know how, and getting information. You, though, I bet you give better information than your brother here. And with that, he'll stand up, and he's being mindful of distance,
Uh-huh.
but he closes the gap a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
coming to 35. Perhaps you could answer some burning questions, the ones what led me here. Then you can take your brother, and I'll be on my way.
Depends on the question.
Straight to the point. I like it. You're agents of Mirrorpool, yes?
Wyatt's eyes flick over to his team
Yeah.
It is what?
and hopes he flicks over to eyes flicks over to his team and gives them a look of like, forgive me. Yes.
Oh, well, if that's his expression, then bam.
This is gonna
Oh, you're
start
firing the gun?
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet trigger happy. No, I wanted to say yeah, like before Wyatt even did it. He was like, yeah, we are. I just want to answer that question.
Well, I mean,
All
if
right.
that's clearly the expression, then Kashel's not going to let Wyatt go and reveal
That's-
things he's not supposed to.
Yeah, well,
We've
That's
already
fair.
had one person do that.
It's well within Kashel's. It's
Mhm.
well within Kashel's character at this point, especially because Castillo died as a result of the last time information leaked. So
Yeah.
I will not plead with you to not start combat this time, but that does unfortunately mean I'll have to end the session here.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Ooh.
Do we go ahead and roll initiative first?
No, I'd say for.
Nah, let's save that.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Can you tell us what Digimon this is?
It's kind of an original thing, but
Oh, original. Okay.
yeah. Working name is Datumon, Datumon.
I just saw it and I immediately went Kitty Mom.
Datumon.
Kitty. It is a kitty.
Deadly Kitty Mom.
Oh man.
Let's see if I could get my second wound. Find out next time.
So, is there such thing as like a surprise or fucking pre-initiative
Yes.
action? Because I definitely want Zim to have fired the gun before we roll initiative.
Yes, there are surprise rounds. We get one. Those involved in the surprise round get one action per each. So, but yeah, that is a thing.
All right, good.
But we can handle that next time. Mostly
Hey.
because I need to actually figure out the stats for the gun.
You know what? Since I now know there is definitely going to be combat with this guy, I can now figure out stats for the guy.
Yeah.
So this works out.
I see.
Awesome.
This can be
Classic.
The thought had crossed my mind about Edgar being in there, but it's like, why would he be there? There's no reason for him to be there.
Yeah, he was there.
Man, your
Hold you
roaming
guys very
charges are going to be through the roof.
Yep.
I almost had the sound of this. I almost didn't allude to the fact that Wyatt would know the sound of that voice, but instead sent a message to Wyatt's Fitbit saying that, hey, your connected person's heart rate is incredibly high. But I didn't think that would be clear enough.
No.
I think you should have done that anyways. I
Oh,
think that
no,
would have been
poor
great.
Cody.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you definitely got that notification too.
We were distracted with the storm and the everything going wrong and the gunshots and explosions.
It's like whatever happened in this scenario went wrong. It did go wrong.
Well, we could still get the worst possible outcome, which is like the Nokia explosion broke Wyatt's Fitbit and he hadn't noticed. And then like he
No.
manages to take his brother away again. And now Wyatt has no lines of communication.
Can you not? Gabby, can you not?
I'm just saying that's probably the worst case scenario.
So what I'm hearing is next week, on Thursday, chat, we need your help to ensure that they do not lose this fight.
Well, there you go, Asher.
So,
Trauma.
thank you everybody for joining us today for Agents of Reflection Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards through Stream Loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or grabbing some merch over at zgfgaming.store. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.